How we doing, everybody? Happy Tuesday. It's a great week to be an Amazon seller. Lots of sales kicking in. Memorial Day sales kicking in. I've spent like $20,000 or so far this week. So fire up the credit cards, folks. It's not a week to to take a break. Memorial Day sourcing is awesome. If you don't know how to source a lot of these sales and stuff, don't know how to like find the best places to look, especially if you're watching on the replay, we got the free class going down tomorrow night. We're diving into a bunch of like my favorite kind of high level sourcing methods, all that kind of stuff. So should be a good time. So make sure you guys are there. I'll drop that in the chat as well. What up, Sadiq? How you doing, man? How's life? Is your knees, right? Yeah, I think it was your knees. Your knees doing better, man? No, you we're down for the count for a while. You yamming on people yet? Are we done good? Yeah, so as you guys hop on in here, let me know what questions I can answer for you. I'll be hanging out here for probably 30 minutes or so. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Not quite as sunny today. No sun maxing today, but still a good day for work. What up, Dustin? How you doing, man? Did you what socials did we post on today so far, Dustin? I love the been loving the updates. Watching from the UK. What up, man? What up, Will? How you guys doing? So yeah, if you guys have any ASINs you want me to look at, that's always fun as well. If you want me to check out a product you're thinking about buying, that kind of thing. Still trying to find your first product. Yeah, that's probably where most people who are, watching the content and that kind of stuff, they're at, right? So like, I've dropped a couple videos recently that'll help you like kind of figure out how to do some sourcing stuff. The free class tomorrow is also going to be super useful for you, so you might want to come by that. We'll show you some stuff that is some super sauce on product sourcing and stuff. But yeah, this is a good week to be learning though. Like it's a really good week to be learning. Any week there's like Memorial Day sales, or we'll have back to school sales, we'll have 4th of July sales, all that kind of stuff kicking in here before too long. Those are all weeks where you make more money, and if you're not quite making money off of it yet, then you're learning more lessons per hour. So long run, you make more money, that kind of thing, right? Got that Puma order shipped, New Balance in the order mail today. Bang, good stuff, man. You post everywhere. That's awesome. Only have a few minutes. That's what's up. That means you're on a mission. That means you're doing good work today. That's what's up. What up, Tim? A lot of sun maxing in New York. That's good. That's good vibes. Yeah, I was checking out the little bit of that Puma stuff today for a video, Dustin. That stuff's really good. Little live exclusive. If you guys are hanging out here, go check out the sales on Puma, Reebok. Lots of the big shoe brands are doing websites or sales. Does Lego give receipts? Yeah, for like ungating purposes. If you're trying to buy from like the lego.com website, that'll work for you. Yeah. Might have to submit a couple times, but yeah, no big deal there. Twice on YouTube. You're grinding the socials, man. Make sure you're burning all the Amazon capital too. Don't spend all the time on socials, but I love the hustle. Yeah, Eddie, if you have questions on ungating stuff, so a couple ungating questions. I've got a full guide on the channel that kind of breaks it all down for you. But really just the short answer for all of you guys with ungating questions is buy 10 units from ideally like the brand themselves if they have it. Make sure your info is on the invoice, everything like that, and then just keep submitting until you're accepted. Usually might have to add like some tracking info, stuff like that. Got eBay and Amazon orders out too. That's what's up. Yeah, let me if any of you guys messed with selling on Walmart at all yet too. Let me know in the chat. But we've been listening to some stuff on Walmart that's been it's been decent. Made the first sale the other day. Sending to Walmart is a whole other beast. Very frustrating so far, but hopefully some of you guys are figuring that out. It's just like half the systems on the Walmart backend feel like they're still broken, but I'm excited for the potential long term. Sent in 140 units to Walmart Fulfillment Services is what they're calling it. It's like the Walmart version of FBA. I sent in like 140 units on Monday, I guess yesterday. It's crazy that's yesterday. Amazon denies the Ungate. Should you answer the case or reply to the start? Reply to the case is what I've been doing recently, because then they have to, they'll give you like a specific reason why it's denied, and then usually the reason they gave you doesn't actually make any sense. So you annotate the invoice. Like One that happened to me the other day was like they were claiming that the brand I was trying to sell wasn't on the invoice. So I was like, all right, I circled it on the invoice. It's very obviously the brand that you said it's not. And they're like, okay. And then they approved it. So if there's a reason they gave you that you know is wrong, then I would fight it, to be honest with you. What up, Jules? How we living, man? Long time no see. Of course. Thank you. Got you for sure, man. Yeah. So saw there's a couple more of you guys in here. Make sure you're signed up for the free training tomorrow night as well, if you're not already. We'll be diving into some really cool like product sourcing sauce. The reactions last time were awesome, so we got it really dialed in for you guys. Can't get Ungate for a cart. Yeah, I would just keep spamming that, man. You know how to do it at this point. Like you don't need me to walk you through that. You're buying groceries under 100K sales rank, rarely making any profit, nearly breaking even. What are you doing wrong? You're probably not buying at enough level of discount. I would assume like you're probably buying stuff where you buy it and then the price drops like as you check in. So it's probably like too easy to find. So you're probably buying groceries from Walmart or Target or something like that. It's at retail price. So see what you can do to use like discounted gift cards, cash back, coupons, all that kind of stuff. And that'll really help your margins there. The nice part about that is like you're not having to worry about returns and all that kind of stuff with grocery. So yeah, it doesn't necessarily, you're not having extra expenses beyond just making the sales and stuff. Buying from distributor, then they're probably selling to a lot of people. I would assume it's like a really easy to get distributor that got like all of your they started selling to you with like almost no information. They're doing the same thing to a bunch of other Amazon sellers. You want the distributors that are hard to get. Unfortunately, wholesale is not the magic bullet that a lot of people think it is. It's still just as hard as OA. It's just a different hard, kind of different. People's skill sets are good for wholesale and stuff. Resubmit the Ungate for nowhere to go for. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's a good game plan. Need help to ship out to Walmart. Yeah, Willie, it's been kind of difficult to figure out, to be honest. But I got a couple products that we had a bunch of. They were having like issues on Amazon, but they sell super well. So we sent those into to Walmart because they'll still sell on Walmart. We're having like some ungating issues or whatever, so just opening up the other opportunity for us there. They kept giving us the same answer, so we'll just sell it somewhere else. Yeah, either one, whatever works for you, Jules. To be honest, I like using Be Cool. A lot of the people like using Aura. Kind of more or less all the same thing. Some differences here and there, but it's kind of just whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you like using. Do you get any store credit cards like Macy's to get a higher discount? Good question, Will. As far as like Macy's, I wouldn't because they can be a little cancel happy. But like if you have a website that you're buying a ton of product from, they have that cashback card. 5% back is pretty common. And you're not getting cancels and stuff. That can be awesome. Like I have one for Walmart. Yeah, 5% back at Walmart. It's really great. Like 5% off at Walmart is like distribution pricing on some stuff. The more price sheets you look at, the more you realize that like Walmart has built a monster of a machine. So yeah, Kyle, we're doing like I actually haven't checked sales in a couple days, which is I guess the sign of maturing as an Amazon seller. Once you start checking like once a day or something. Let me see, we're at 50K last 7 days. Last 30 days we're at 230 grand. And last time I checked, we were at 19 margin on that. Not including paying the VAs and stuff like that, but not too bad. I'm happy with that. It's probably not going to show up, but there's the bars if you don't. That's actually pretty good. I'm really happy with 230 in May. Team's been doing awesome. I did see that sale, Jules. Yeah, go eat up. Go eat up. Yeah, plenty of stuff there. I was looking a little bit there for videos filming, doing a little bit of open up the page, SellerAmp, one click, open up the product information on the other side. If it looks good, open it up. If it doesn't, go on to the next one. Yeah, Corey, it'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern time, my friend. Yeah, and yeah, for anyone who's having questions about it, the class is tomorrow at 7 p.m. It'll be 2 hours. Lots of like product research sauce, probably like an hour and a half of like value for you guys, and then 30 minutes of like Q&A is what it usually ends up being. You're working on selling some cars? Sweet. Are you like flipping cars and stuff now too, Jules? 20% off, 50 or more with store gift card. Ooh, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, if it's like an in-store thing, then it could be worth checking out for sure. If you sell existing products and put the cheapest price, what's the price the customers see on the main page? Yeah, Peter, it goes down to shipping speed and price. So a lot of times the sales on a listing won't go to the cheapest seller. So don't like drop prices randomly, just praying that stuff will sell. Yeah, you had sales at a dealership. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, that's what keeps slinging cars. Then, man, throw that straight into Amazon products. That's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, Peter, if you're FBA or if you're an FBM seller with like 0-day handling time, that kind of stuff, you can generally make sales when you're not the cheapest price. If you send products to Amazon US and list your products in Canada and Mexico, why does your Amazon warehouse in the US ship to those countries too? They will. Just keep in mind that I think they call it the global selling program or something like that. They've changed the name like 2 or 3 times now. It used to be called NARF. But yeah, if you do that, just keep in mind it comes with higher fees. There's also like regional restrictions. So if you're not careful, you can end up selling like the wrong things that'll get you in trouble and stuff. So like, for example, if you sell groceries in Quebec, then the nutrition facts label has to have the French on it, and probably don't have the French on it since you're buying it at, Walmart or Vitacost or one of those for it to be a grocery product, right? For sure. Ungating is normal. Close the case because you submitted multiple times. Yeah, David, rename the PDF and annotate some new information on it. Attach tracking number. Add a new document that's related to the order. The credit card statement that shows the purchase, that kind of thing. Just satisfy the the demands they have there, and you'll be good. But yeah, it hasn't been as bad lately. They were really strict on the ungates for a little while. Business credit cards this year, 20K profit this year, trying to bust the bank by Q4. That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, because with that, you can probably be able to spend 30 or 40 on product at least, right? You can turn that into 80, anywhere from 60 to 80. Mix in enough FBM and you're set. Realistically, if you've got that, you could probably do a $100,000 December with this. I know you got work ethic. That would be challenging. I'm throwing down the gauntlet, Jules. I want to see you do it. Silence the haters at the dealership that think the Amazon thing is silly, right? Do you frequently use burner emails to get discounts? Yeah. You want to have it's called a catch-all email that you want to set up, man. And then it'll redirect whatever you type, and then your like custom domain. It'll redirect it all to the same email inbox. And then you can use it to like infinitely loop the same coupon code. You can also use on like Gmail or something. You can do like a plus after your full email address. So like, Warner@gmail.com. If I do Warner +1, Warner +2, those are all different email addresses that work for making coupon codes. I feel like companies offering ungating services. Well, given the fact that ungating is buying 10 units from literally anywhere that's profitable and submitting that, I'm not sure that they're very legitimate companies, but to each their own. A lot of them still making money, I think, mostly just off of lack of info, but yeah, no need to pay anybody to do that. It's free. A lot of times you're paying for literally like a PDF. Like one of my buddies paid for the Nike Ungate like 5 or 6 years ago. Paid like $5,000. It was literally a 1-page PDF that just tells you to do exactly what we sit here and tell you to do for free. So probably no major reason to go out and spend thousands of bucks on it. Yeah. So let me know what other questions you guys got. We've also got the free training going down on Wednesday night. Always a good time to see you guys there. And just been dialing stuff in with the team lately as well. last week was a little bit slower than I would have liked based on like Mother's Day sales and stuff. So I was just kind of dialing in. For those of you guys, as you start building teams, like make it as easy as possible for your people to succeed as you're growing, right? So spent a little bit of time this morning, like making some extra trainings and showing people where I'd probably be spending time for our team. Sometimes they'll just need a little bit of a direction. That's totally fair. Just keep in mind that as you guys are building teams and hiring people and kind of building it into a legit business, like it's still work. It does get a little bit more, I don't want to say the curse word of passive, but it does get a little bit more passive. I got an order of shorts from Nike. Name is exactly what listed on Amazon. UPC is coming back as invalid when you scan it. No, the UPCs can be wrong on some listings, and that's honestly not a bad thing, because any scanning software is blind to listings with UPCs that are broken. So like if you have those shorts and they're profitable and you're looking at the listing and it looks good, then send it. The SellerAmp's just not going to work on that because the UPC isn't correctly tied to the right listing. And that's where you'd like type in the product name and any of the softwares that like automatically find products and stuff. They're always going to miss that. You're going to make good money on that because people who are just trying to find the cheat code are missing that. How many units of a product should a new seller buy? Probably 10 units to test it. Pretty much most new products out. But check out my most recent YouTube video. I really like dove deep into like kind of figuring out how much to buy of certain items and stuff. So if that's kind of been confusing for you, then I would definitely check out that video. I just pulled up like some example items that we were looking at buying, kind of breaking down my thought process behind how much I do, because that's honestly a really big, like that's kind of the stepping stone that takes you from like a $10,000 a month Amazon seller to like the $100,000 a month seller. It's just skipping that test buy phase. But right now you're going to make too many mistakes sourcing for it to make sense for you to like go crazy and just buy a ton of everything you're finding. Is it normal source for hours? Find nothing using the wrong strategies. That I wouldn't say that's normal. Like, realistically, like for someone who's been doing it for a while, like, when I fire up the computer and source, usually every 10 to 15 minutes at least, I'm finding something, if not sooner. That's obviously years of experience. I would say if you can find like an item or two an hour, that's pretty reasonable, right? Because one item you'll probably make a couple $100 on. So if you spend an hour making a couple $100, that's pretty good hourly, right? If you're having trouble, Giovanni, especially this week, it's pretty easy to be sourcing this week. Go and do 10-15 minutes of due diligence, just like figuring out where's the cheapest place for me to buy stuff in general today. And then start diving through the stores of people who sell that brand. So for example, there's a really good sale at Reebok today. So I'm going to, you're going to look at the Reebok website and then just pull up any of those items that are on the sale. And then just start diving into the storefronts of people who are on Reebok. So yeah, because then you're just kind of cheating your way to a list of stuff that is really cheap today. And people have already done the work of finding the stuff that sells. Let's see. Sweet. Start an LLC. Do you need to change everything on Amazon? Yeah, Raul, message Amazon and say that you're going to change some information in your tax interview is what they are going to call it. So change the information in your tax interview. And then, yeah, it would be good. You'll set up the LLC. Just don't change anything. Like don't change business information, company information, all that kind of stuff randomly, or sometimes it can lead to like temporary suspensions. They just don't want to they just want to make sure that you actually made these big changes. It's not going to get hacked or something like that. Same philosophy behind like, order cancels and stuff. Like a lot of order cancels are just websites thinking you're doing fraud when really you just need to show them what you're doing, and they'll let the orders through once they know that you're not going to like charge everything back and buy it with stolen credit card or whatever it is, right? But yeah, I definitely heard some horror stories of people who like change their bank account information. Don't tell Amazon. Amazon suspends the account for a few days, and just no reason to waste your money on that kind of stuff. Sweet, yeah. Yeah, let me know what else you guys are running into. A little bit of a quieter. I guess I'm earlier than normal, aren't I? Yeah, I'm a little earlier than normal. So yeah, we'll probably hang out for a couple more minutes, and yeah, it'd be good little day. Make sure everybody's getting your get a nice little walk in, get some sun if you got it if you've got it today. Do some things that are good for you as a human and for your wallet, right? That's what it's all about. Sweet. Yeah, I was also I've been getting some questions on like the social media aspect of things. All of you guys need to be documenting the process. Like just show people what you're up to. There's no reason not to be putting yourself out there. Like, hey, I've got some boxes going out today, or hey, here's I had $200 in sales today. That's a new high for me, right? Just brag about yourself. Because most people in your real life are going to think the whole like reselling thing is a scam and you got to go back to the job and all that kind of stuff, right? But the more you kind of put yourself out there, find other Amazon sellers, the easier it gets, the more fun it gets. And yeah, there's just no reason not to. So also, if you do, challenging all of you guys right now, make like a Twitter or something and tag me, and I'd love to put you out there. Just say, hey, my name is this. This is what I'm selling. This is where I'm located. Just kind of update the public on what you're up to. Kind of stuck understanding variations. Sure, yeah. Let me pull up just like an example, and we can check it out together then. Yeah, and let me know if you guys have any like ASINs or anything you've been looking at. It's always fun to look at products together. Let me see. Let me go right there. Sweet. Yeah. So just like a random shoe example, Crystal. I'm just gonna walk you through quickly like the process on figuring out like what actually sells on here. So the first thing I'm always gonna do, like here's like the 9.5, the all whites or whatever. First thing I'm always gonna do is like hop into the data offers tab, see if I can see any like real sales happening. So like this one, for example, I can see it like naturally going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that shows me that that's probably a variation that does actually sell. So now I just want to see like what percentage of this total sales do I think goes to this particular color. So I'm going to grab the ASIN right there. I'm going to throw the ASIN into keep it down here. You can see it's got 27 ratings, less than 1% of the ratings, but it's got nice little ratings count increased here. You got to figure the review rate on Amazon's like it's less than 5% on pretty much everything. So most of these rating count boosts here are really 20, 30, 50 sales. So this is clearly something that sells. Something that we could even like, let's just go back out here. Let's find like, here's the top variation. Seems like this one probably sold really well a little bit back in the day. If we zoom out, trying to see, it's kind of a weird example. You can see like them increasing a little bit more over time. Compare that to these that have literally never been rated. Or if we get to like the ones that have 1 rating, probably hasn't sold in quite a while. So you can see like zooming out here in the last year, there's only ever been 1 rating. So there's like the slower sellers on here. So hopefully that kind of helps here. Really just like the data offers tab is really useful on this type of stuff too. It can kind of show you how fast you can realistically make some sales. This one's a little bit glitched, but this is Amazon's data offers tab. But yeah, look at offers, look at variations. You'll be set on that. What's the website to have unlimited email addresses? It's through Squarespace now. So I'm sure there's a good YouTube tutorial on like a Squarespace catch-all email to source or like search that. But like, let's say your email address is, let's say my email address is Warner@gmail, right? If you want to have the like infinite, if you want to have like the infinite email addresses without setting all the other stuff up in the meantime, you can do this, right? So +1, +2, +3, plus spam the keyboard. Those are all unique email addresses that will redirect whatever before the plus in this example. So you can definitely take advantage of that type of stuff. Let me swap back over there. Sweet. For interesting to market. For Amazon registering your LLC, do you put business address or personal where you receive items? Yeah, you'd want to put where you're receiving products, at least at the start, because then your invoices are going to work for a lot more stuff. Just because if you put an address on your invoices that's like not the one on your seller account, and it's also not like the billing address or something, then Amazon might think your products are not authentic. They might think like, this is somebody else's invoice, trying to pull a fast one on them or something like that. Sweet. Yeah. Lots of good questions as well. So, like I said, if you guys are, especially on the more beginner side, like under 10K a month or so, even if you're above that, we drop some awesome gems, but make sure you're, coming to the free class tomorrow night if you're available then. Hanging out for 2 hours, showing you guys a bunch of stuff that we don't usually put on YouTube. We like really pack in the information on the live class and stuff like that. Do you need to go in and configure the fee section in SellerAmp, or download, scan, go through the actual breakdown? Yeah, Jody, you can watch. I have like a full SellerAmp guide on the channel that you can start with if you're not sure like what settings you might want to tweak and stuff. But yeah, I would set up your settings, like the super basic ones being like 60 cents a pound for shipping. Throw in like your sales tax that you pay if you pay sales tax on the MISC fee section of the calculator or whatever. And then also good idea to set up like some a custom Google sheet or two. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's probably 3 or 4 videos ago on the channel, I made a new like updated SellerAmp full guide that can kind of walk you through that. You can skip to the settings section too if you want. Sent in an item shows up as stranded because there's no ASIN in the Amazon catalog. Creating a shipment, it was all there. What do you do? Is the ASIN like completely deleted? Laughs. Punch the ASIN into Amazon and see if it got like it'll turn into a page that's like has a dog on it. Says like, sorry, I can't find this product or something. In that case, the item might have gotten delisted, where you just place your removal order and then it probably has a second listing, which is why it probably got delisted, or it at least has a multi-pack that you can sell it on more than likely. But it has a live page. Then yeah, just fix the stranded reason. Yeah, you might also have to create a SKU for it and link the SKU. Like if you go into the stranded and hover over why it went stranded, it'll tell you how to get around it. Yeah, that's Helium 10's for private label. So unless you're like creating your own products, you don't need that type of software. It's way more expensive than you need. Drop shipping over 100,000 SKUs. That is, I don't know, man. That's impressive to not get banned on that, especially if it's retail drop shipping, because you technically can do drop shipping TOS compliant, and that maybe they are, but that's like you have a wholesaler that you're working with that fulfills orders for you, which is like there's almost no wholesalers. There'd be no reason. They just sell on Amazon themselves at that point if they have all the infrastructure for it. Do you think it's possible to ungate if you send straight to the prep center? Yeah, Jordan, I ungate everything, and we send everything to prep center. So just make sure that the billing address on your invoices is the business address on your seller account, and then the shipping will be your prep center address. Yeah, Corey, you're asking the same thing there. So won't charge a fee to sell on the platform. Yeah, I mean they're going to charge a fee to find customers. I think they only charge the 15% referral fee. Plus, I would assume there's some Walmart fulfillment fees. I just sent in like 100 and something units just to test it out, see how the fee structure works, all that kind of stuff. I do know that the fees are overall cheaper than Amazon right now, and the shipping is way cheaper than Amazon right now, because they are trying to eat some market share from Amazon. It wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing either. It'd give us more marketplaces to sell on. New placement fees negatively affecting your business. I'm not paying them, Raul. You just do Amazon optimized shipments where you get more destinations, but you don't pay the placement fees at all. So all it did is raise the average per pound shipping price we pay. Let me see. Ooh, mistyped that. Yeah, somebody sent a ASIN for us to check out, so we'll check out that product too. Sweet. Yeah, the another thing I thought was going to be a much bigger issue was the low inventory fees that came out. But since they changed the rule to not apply them to anything that sells less than 20 units every week, and that's honestly the minority of OA products that'll sell that fast. Like, you probably have some really good products that do. And like for my business, we did like I checked it. I guess I need to check again for this last month, but the first month that they existed, we paid $36 in low inventory fees on $180,000 in revenue. So like, it's like, kind of why are you even adding it at that point? Sweet. Oh, that's a new view there. Let me go that one. Let's see. So you said you're paying $15 for this, and you want to know if you should buy it. So let's check it out. So profit looks good. So now we just basically got to figure out if we can actually sell it. So I'm going to check data offers, see if there's any like nice little drops. I'm only seeing like this pattern where it just like kind of goes off a cliff, so it's not really telling me much here. Mousing over that, I see the buy box is actually rotating a lot to like FBA sellers. Even though Amazon's on it, they're sharing a lot of sales with third-party sellers. And it's like multiple different third-party sellers. This guy has 24 feedback. I saw one with like 60, another one with like 100. So these are all relatively small sellers that are all getting buy box on something like this. So we just got to make sure this variation sells, and then it does look good, as long as this variation sells. So we're just gonna check like the variations tab. It's taking a while. Is there a bunch of variations on this? Oh yeah, there is. Sweet. So let's filter it down to this ASIN, and then let's see. Couple ratings, although the ratings count is increasing a lot faster recently, so maybe this particular version is selling faster than it used to. Not going to be an insanely fast seller, but based on this, these are, this is probably 100 plus sales represented because almost no one leaves ratings. So yeah, I would pick this up. I would probably buy 15 to 20 personally to test it out, and then restock based on that. They're there's variations. But yeah, based on all that, I'd probably get 15 to 20. Looks pretty good. Did you drop the link for sauce tomorrow on the class? Yeah. I'll put it in chat again. But if you guys aren't already on the list, make sure you're coming to the free class tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna show you like some Keeper product finder stuff, some sourcing stuff that we don't put on YouTube. So make sure you're checking that one out there. Maybe Crystal, potentially. What items are exactly needed to do FBM? Yeah, Dig. It's mostly just like boxes from Uline, free shipping labels from UPS, printer you already have at home, like a standard printer. If you want to get a fancy one, you can look like the Polono. It's like the cheapest laser printer on Amazon. A Rollo is like the fancier one that people will be using. A scale. That's kind of really it. Maybe some poly bags for stuff that's not breakable, and you don't have to ship it in an actual box. What up, Chris? How we living? Hope life's good for you. Do you hire a VA to make your purchases? I don't have a VA making purchases. Like kind of like, I hired someone in the US to make some purchases. So like for a while, it was literally my girlfriend that was, I trained her how to spend money based on the stuff that the team was finding. But yeah, I like the idea of hiring someone you already know a little bit, or at least hiring someone in America that you can come after if they try to steal your money, that kind of thing. Since they will be spending so much money for you. Like once you need a buyer, you don't need a buyer until you're spending at least $50,000 to $100,000 a month. It's just too easy under that. But once you are, yeah, I think it's more worth just to hire an American. I know other people will disagree with me on that, but SellerAmp variation charge trustworthy. I mean, yeah, it's hard data, my friend. So yeah. Not a little bit laughs. I do some hourly calls below if you want to check those out, but I don't do a ton of coaching these days. Mostly just hanging out on here with you guys, answering some DMs, that kind of stuff. Is having Amazon a listing not an immediate red flag as long as other FBA? Yeah, exactly, Andrea. A lot of people just completely run away from listings that have Amazon on it, like this one we were looking at. But since like you can see, Amazon hasn't even made a sale since May 6th, right there up on the buy box, and it's just been straight FBA sellers since then. So yeah, like 2 weeks or so at this point, there's been just third-party sellers making sales, and a lot of people would just run away from that right away. Can you sell one type of variation product if it has different? Yeah, you can just sell one variation. You could sell all of them if they're profitable. You could sell one of them if it's the only one that's profitable. Yeah, sell anything that looks good, right? Sweet. So I'll probably go ahead and wrap up here for the evening. Good to hang out with all y'all on a little late afternoon stream today. Make sure you come to the free class tomorrow night. I'll probably go live again before then if you want to come hang out and ask more questions as well. But make sure you're on the class tomorrow. It's super fun. It's like our best 2 hours of free content that we put out there. It's probably the best 2 free hours of arbitrage training for free that you'll get out there in general. So I'll see you guys there. And yeah, good to hang out with you guys for a little bit. And let's